Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Coach Keisha Austin, and this video, I decided to record this video because I realized that so many of us, everybody, takes hits, right? We all have been through what seems like an earth-shaking blow. You know, something that we never thought we would experience, and something we don't know how in the world, or didn't know how in the world we were going to recover from it. So the title of this video is how to recover from a loss and win. So with that being said, I want to share with you a couple of ways that have helped me recover from some of my biggest losses. Barely able to put food on the table, or going back to getting, government's assistance back then. It was tough. It was really tough on me because I had finally made it over the hump of needing to depend on the government for whatever, whether food stamps, no matter what it was. I wanted to be self-sufficient. So to put me back 20 steps, I always like to relate that to a board game. When you're moving through the game and it feels like you have taken 30 steps back. I mean, I felt that in my gut. Like I really can't explain to you how low I felt, being that I felt like I let myself down, I let my family down, I let my boys down, and that was just a really, really tough time for me. So the first thing that I would honestly say that you would need to consider a priority is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and forgive anyone else who has attributed to or contributed to the setback. So every setback or every traumatic experience that we go through is not the result of something that we've done. Sometimes it's the result of what somebody else did, or just by chance. When we think about Hurricane Katrina or other people who have been through, natural disasters, that's kind of tough to put the blame on one person. The struggle is not forgiving yourself. The struggle lies in forgiving the other person. And also, I want to mention that because you did not cause trauma or cause yourself to go through a tough time, or, cause yourself pain, that doesn't remove the responsibility that you hold to heal. It's still your life. You still have purpose. God still woke you up this morning, and it is still your responsibility to recover from any setback that you've experienced. And the good news is there's always grace available to you for anything that you go through, anything that you experience, because God knows. Number 2, avoid numbing. What I mean by numbing is anything that is taking your mind off of the road. And what I mean by that is, of course, there's times to take a rest. Nobody can drive across country and not take a rest. But when you're resting, you're doing just that. You're resting to get back to a place you can hit the ground running until it's time to rest again. Numbing, on the other hand, is removing your eyes off the road, exhausting yourself, doing something else, while also trying to take your mind off of whatever it is that you're supposed to be focusing on. So numbing includes drugs, of course, shopping, eating, being negative, the whole misery loves company mindset, where because you're going through something, you're going to bring other people down or have a pity party every single chance you get. Every one of those things that I just mentioned are counterproductive because it's taking your eyes off the road. And it sounds good. People like to say, it's good for you, but at the end of the day, if it's not productive to where you're trying to go, it's counterproductive. Period. And number 3, be honest and get help. If you know that you're sad, be honest about that. If you know that you've fallen into a depression or depressive state, be honest about that. If you know that you need help other than going to church on Sundays, be honest about that. If you went to see a therapist and that's just not enough, and I know some therapists can do this, to get a prescription written so that you can get some additional help, be honest about that. One of the greatest things that I've done for myself since being on this earth is going to therapy. And when I say therapy is therapeutic for me, it has been a total game changer. And it has helped me to uncover some things that I didn't even know were counterproductive to my healing and to my development. And it helps me to have those real conversations with myself and avoid the numbing, avoid the burying of the real problem that lies. And number 4, the last one, is take decisive action. And what I mean by that is you make up your mind as to what you want, right? What is it that you want and what is it that you're willing to do to get there? And then you devise a plan based on what you're going to do to get there. And when you make that plan, be decisive about that. And what I mean by that is there's going to always be distractions. Other stuff is going to come up. There will always be things coming up. Things will always pop up. And it's not about you. It's not a you attack. It's not a zodiac sign attack. It's not a male attack. It's not a black attack or a Hispanic attack or a Chinese attack. It's none of that. We all experience hardships. Trouble is a part of life, as is sickness. There's certain, as is death. Everything is not going to be good news. And the peace, what has given me peace about that is me knowing that I do not live my life for me, and that there's a bigger purpose for my life than just me having a cushy experience every single day of my life. I pray that this video has blessed you. I wanted to make it short and sweet, not long and drawn out. It's pretty much to the point. If you want more information or you want to continue this conversation, let's connect. You can find me on Instagram at Coach Keisha Austin, Facebook at Coach Keisha Austin, as well as KeishaAustin.com. Take care.